celebration of National Safety Month, the ag industry is highlighting a new emerging safety or health issue each week. And as we continue into the third week of June, we turn our focus to fatigue. Joining us now with safety advice is Brian Kuhl, Progressive Ag Safety Day Program CEO. Brian, thanks for chatting with us once today. Now, we often, of course, don't necessarily think of fatigue as a safety risk. So why are we focusing on it this week?
Yeah, people often overlook or make light of how little sleep they get on a regular basis. This overworked, overtired condition has kind of become the norm for many. And for some, it becomes a badge of honor. Just how much work can I accomplish on how little sleep? But the reality is more than 1 in 3 people are not getting enough sleep. And experts have estimated that more than 43% of our workers are actually sleep deprived. Studies have shown that safety performance decreases as employees become tired. And researchers have often equated the effect of loss of sleep to that of being under the influence of drugs or alcohol. Losing even 2 hours of sleep from your normal sleep schedule is similar to the effect of having 3 beers, and being awake for more than 20 hours is the equivalent of being legally drunk. Our farmers and ranchers place themselves in situations every day that require them to maintain this strong safety focus, both to keep themselves safe, but also to keep those around them safe. If they're not getting adequate rest and sleep, that safety focus is reduced to a point where they may be putting themselves or others around them in a potentially deadly situation.
So, Brian, what do we need to do to make sure that we're operating at peak performance each day?
I like to compare farmers and ranchers to that of professional athletes. Every day, we're putting ourselves through these physical and mental demands, the physical demands of maintaining our crops, our livestock, our equipment, and those mental demands of staying on top of market trends, the weather, crop conditions, livestock conditions, and ultimately making financial decisions that impact the well-being of our families. As these physical and mental demands tax our bodies, our productivity, our safety focus, and our well-being can be negatively impacted if we're not caring for ourselves. So let's start out with a couple non-sleep related items. First, we need to make sure that we're eating well-balanced diets, making sure that we're getting those nutrients that our body needs so that we have that energy to perform those tasks throughout the day. And that diet is going to change depending on the demands to our body, both physically and mentally. We need to stay hydrated. Make sure we're drinking enough water. If you think you're drinking enough water, you probably should have another glass, because studies have shown we do not drink enough water, and hydration is key to maintaining that peak performance throughout the day. And then as we're talking about sleep this week and fatigue, let's make sure that we're getting some rest, getting some downtime between those real peak physical and mental demanding activities, just being able to break away, being able to refresh ourselves and come back to it at a very focused position. And then every night getting that good, deep sleep. And the amount of sleep, the number of hours, really depends on individual. But if you're waking up each morning feeling like you got the hours of sleep, but you're still tired, you're still drowsy, you may be one of more than 70 million Americans who suffer from a sleep problem. So talk to your doctor about getting screened for a sleep disorder. The good news is that doctors can treat most sleep disorders effectively.
Right.
Ultimately, if we want our farmers and ranchers and those around them, including their children, to be safe, they need to make sure they're caring for their bodies, getting that much-needed sleep, and maintaining that safety or focus throughout their entire day.
Brian, thanks for your tips. Progressive Ag Safety Day Program CEO Brian Kuhl on the phone with us from Hudson, Wisconsin.